The story we are about to tell shook the nation, leaving many in shock and disbelief. It is the story of a young couple, Lieutenant Samson Haruna, a Nigerian army officer and a medical doctor, and his wife retired Obadai, also known as Nurse Reti.
Welcome to Real Crime Chronicles, where every mystery finds its truth. Tap the bell and never miss the next case.
They married in April of 2025, a wedding celebrated with joy, laughter, and the presence of family and friends. Videos and photos of that day painted the perfect picture: a loving couple, radiant smiles, and a sense of hope for a happy future. But behind the smiles, tensions were quietly brewing. By September of the year, barely 6 months into the marriage, everything changed. Reports emerged that the once happy home turned into a scene of tragedy. Arguments had become frequent, and suspicions and mistrust started to dominate the relationship. He said that the confrontation that led to the unthinkable began over a phone message. Reti's already saw her husband in a conversation with another woman. She confronted him, emotions ran high, voices were raised, and what should have been a moment of calm discussion escalated into a heated fight. According to accounts circulating in the media, she accused him of infidelity. He denied the claims, insisting on his fidelity. Yet the denial did not calm the situation. In the heat of the argument, Lieutenant Haruna moved to a separate room within their home. That room, a small store in the corner of the house, had various household items, including containers of petrol. It was there during a continued confrontation that event took a dark turn. Somehow, an accidental spill of the petrol occurred, setting the stage for the tragedy that would follow. What happened next will forever mark the young marriage. A fire broke out. Lieutenant Haruna was severely burned and rushed to the hospital, fighting for his life. Despite medical effort, he eventually succumbed to his injury. The nation were shocked. How could a dispute over a message on a phone call end so tragically? In the days that followed, questions arose. How much of this was accident and how much was intent? Retit Obadiah was taken into police custody. Reports indicate she claimed the fire was accidental, suggesting her husband's own action caused the blaze. Her side paints a picture of fear, of threats, and of a volatile relationship where violence was not unheard of. She alleged that Lieutenant Haruna had a history of aggression, even threatening to set the house on fire himself. Multiple calls were reportedly made to the commanding officer of the barracks as Rita sought help, concerned for her safety. Witnesses, family members, and even hospital staff became part of the unfolding stories. This tragedy raises questions about domestic relationships, trust, and the consequences of unchecked conflict. It's a reminder of how quickly a moment of anger can escalate into irreversible actions. It also highlights the importance of intervention, communication, and understanding in intimate relationships. The events surrounding this couple story are sobbing. A wedding that promised joy and a future filled with hope became the setting of a devastating tragedy. Lieutenant Samson Haruna was more than an officer. He was a medical doctor, respected in both his profession and the military community. His bride, Reti Obadiah, known fondly as Rose Reti, was a young woman with a promising future, loved by her family and admired by friends. When they married in April 2025, everyone believed they were a perfect match. Family members described the wedding as grand, with elaborate decorations, colorful attire, and music that filled the air. Guests recalled the couple's laughter, the exchange of vows, and the shared dreams of building a happy life together. But appearances can be deceiving. Behind closed doors, tension began to grow. Close friends and relatives later revealed that the couple often argued, sometimes over trivial matters, but other times over deeper disagreement. Some described it as a woman of strong opinions, unwilling to tolerate disrespect, while others mentioned Retinat Haruna's strict and sometimes volatile temper. It was a relationship filled with love but also with frictions, a combination that can be dangerous if not carefully managed. It is a story that leaves lingering questions. Could this tragedy have been prevented? Were there warning signs that went unheeded? How do we protect ourselves and our loved ones from relationships that have turned volatile? While answers may never be fully known, the lessons are clear. Respect communication and seeking help when conflict arises can prevent heartbreak. In extreme cases, save lives. This story, though shocking and tragedy, reminds us that love alone is sometimes not enough to prevent tragedy. In remembering Lieutenant Haruna, we honor his life, his service, and the potential of happiness that was lost too soon. And there is another related video of a tragic case that shook many people across Africa, involving a husband and a wife also, whose marriage ended in painful and deadly way. This case happened after months of hidden problems inside the home. From the outside, people thought the couples were living a normal life. They attended family events together, smiled in pictures, and acted fine in public. But behind closed doors, things were very different. According to reports, the marriage was filled with constant arguments. Neighbors later said they often heard shouting at night. Friends also revealed that trust was a major problem in the relationship. There were accusations of cheating, jealousy, and control. The wife was said to be unhappy and afraid, but she stayed quiet for a long time. On the day of the incident, another argument broke out. What started as a small disagreement quickly turned serious. Voices were raised, emotions were high, and anger took over. At some point, the situation became violent. Investigators later said the husband attacked his wife during the argument. By the time neighbors realized something was wrong, it was already late. Emergency services were called, but the woman did not survive. The husband was arrested shortly after. During questioning, he gave different stories. At first, he claimed it was an accident. Later, he said he lost control because of anger and frustration. Police say evidence from the scenes did not support the accident claim. As the news spread, many people were shocked. Social media was filled with reactions. Some people blamed anger issues. Others talk about the danger of staying in abusive marriages. Women's rights groups also spoke out, calling for stronger action against domestic violence. Family members of the victim described her as calm, respectful, and hardworking. They said she endured a lot in silence and hoped things will change. Sadly, help came too late. This case, just like many others, shows how unresolved anger can lead to irreversible tragedy. What could have been settled through separation, counseling, or legal help ended in death. Authorities say the suspect will face the full weight of the law, and the case is still under investigation. Justice, they say, must be served. Stories like this are painful, but they are important. They remind us that domestic violence is real. It can happen anywhere, to anyone. Silence does not fix abuse. Speaking up early can save lives. If you or someone you know is facing violence at home, please seek help. Talk to trusted people. Contact local authorities or support organizations. If you find this story compelling and want to stay updated on real life events like this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future stories. Your support helps us continue bringing you important and eye-opening content.
Real Crime Chronicles, where every mystery finds its truth. Tap the bell and never miss the next case.